Chapter 3. Enter the Time Ghosts. Queen Chrysalis had never felt so happy in life, ever, and it was all thanks to opening her heart to the thanks, Max, she realized after getting into the dating thing, despite remembering that she is royalty. But after what she has seen about pony society in Equestria, she knew that romance and royal conduct doesn't always have to matter. There was this one guy, Prince Blueblood, who let the whole royal thing get to his head. He's supposed to be some relative of Princess Celestia's, but no one knows who, if that is true, because over 1,000 years ago the royal sisters appeared out of nowhere, battled discord before taking the throne once he was turned to stone for being a terrible leader. Princess Luna turned into a villain called Nightmare Moon, who got banished to the moon until recently, which is how one of Pyromax's cousins, Twilight Sparkle, became the leader of one of the most famous group of heroes in the land, which happened when they used these magical artifacts called the Elements of Harmony to defeat her villainous alter ego and turned her back into good. But the biggest surprise for both her and Pyromax was when their cousin became an alicorn and earned the title the Princess of Friendship.
Oh, hey, thanks for letting me visit your hive. There's something I need to talk to you about, but I have been hoping to see this place for some time,
said Max one day when he finally got to see the inside of Queen Chrysalis's home and was impressed at how friendly her drones were towards ponies. No problem. I wanted to open my hive up to the pony public for some time. Who better to start it with than the stallion I love, said Queen Chrysalis, who had grown a lot since the last chapter. It had been over 2 years since the two of them got together, and despite a few hiccups on the way, involving others' opinions on their relationship and some villain encounters, they endured it all. She even started introducing her hive to all kinds of things pony, from games to holidays, with their favorite holiday being Nightmare Night, which Queen Chrysalis thinks is a weird way to honor Princess Luna, as it is named and based off of her evil alter ego, Nightmare Moon. But she let it slide, so it was fine. Speaking of the royals, Queen Chrysalis signed a peace treaty to avoid any war between her hive and Equestria, as well as an alliance treaty to make her hive officially part of Equestria. And she was allowed into the royal court because it meant she was now able to go out in pony public in her true form without having to worry about a freak out from the royal guards.
Yeah, and I'm impressed with how far you've come with your hive. I heard it was hard to get the royal sisters to accept that you mean them no harm,
said Max after touring the hive, and they ended the tour at her study after everything else. Yeah, that was a bit of a hassle. Princess Luna and her lunar guard nearly stormed in here when they found out I snuck into the royal wedding from her sister. I was just lucky her sister managed to calm her down by telling her about the treaties I signed, said Queen Chrysalis, who didn't want to know how powerful the Princess of Dreams is now that she is back on the side of light. Anyway, I hope you're not here to talk to me about politics or anything.
Of course not, my love. I've been thinking about what to do next, and I wanted to discuss it with you,
said Max, and Queen Chrysalis' curiosity towards him grew even more.
There's a little something going on at the Crystal Empire in a few days. I'd like you to come and see it with me.
Crystal Empire? I never heard of such a place. Where is it? Asked Queen Chrysalis, who kind of guessed this was part of something nice he had planned for the two of them.
It's up in the frozen north. The reason you wouldn't have heard of it is because up until now, the ponies living in it, the crystal ponies, were banished to another dimension by its former leader, a tyrant by the name of King Sombra.
Said Max, who piqued her interest.
He tried to take over the Crystal Empire when it returned, but my cousin and her friends saved the day. Well, it was actually the little dragon who is always following them around. That was one of her final tests before becoming an alicorn.
Wow, yeah, all come, said Queen Chrysalis before they planned for the trip.
Perfect. The Crystal Empire is one of the most beautiful places in this land, which is most likely the perfect place for a chance to do what I've been wanting to do for a while.
Thought Max as he was sure of something right now.